Hi, hello, vanakkam, and welcome back to yet another interesting episode on video on link on Little Sly YouTube channel. So today in this video we are going to see about how to export our repos from Azure DevOps to the GitHub. So in some of the scenarios where the client or the business might want you to move all your repositories to the GitHub. So in those scenarios, this video will be really helpful to you, and I definitely believe this video would be very useful to you. So this is me, Vasan Shanmugam. I welcome you all to Little Sly YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you have not subscribed yet. Like, share, and comment your questions and your feedbacks in the comment section. So with no further delay, let's go to the video. So now currently I'm in my Azure DevOps repo, and let me go to the repos section. On top of the repos section here, you can see this is your repos in case if you have lots of your files in your main branch or in your other branches. Just click on the clone button here and you get a URL. So there are like two URLs. One is your HTTPS and the other one is your SSH. So in this video or in this example, you're going to use the HTTPS, and I'm copying the URL. So here you can see I'm copying the URL, and for some security reasons I'll not be showing you the git credentials, but if you click the generate git credentials, you can see you will get the username and the password. So with these three items, that is your HTTPS URL, your username, and with your password, you can import your repository to the GitHub. So let's move on to the GitHub now. So I'm now in the GitHub and I'm going to create a repo. So the repo name is going to be from Azure DevOps, and I'm going to keep this repo as a public repo for this example. So in case if you want to create it as a private, you can just create it as a private repo. And then when I click on the create new repository, sorry, let me go back again and let me give a name. Okay, so if you click on new button here, it will take you to a page and you can give the name from Azure repo, and the description is going to be importing Azure repos to GitHub, and I'm going to keep it as public, as you all know, and I'm going to add a readme file. So no other options I'm going to choose or I'm going to change. So when I click on the import a repository, so here if you remember I have copied a URL, so let me copy it again. Let me just paste it here. So I've got the URL, and now we have to give the name again. So let me give top DevOps _1, because this is how it works actually. After clicking on import, you'll have to give the URL, you have to give your repository name, change it to public, and then when you click on begin import, it will ask you for the credentials. So for this you have to choose your username and then the password. Let's wait over here. I'm going to paste my username and then the password, which is the private access token, and when I click on submit, let's wait for a few more seconds. So this is just a small repository, so this import will happen in a minutes of time. So it is importing your commits, your revision history, it's optimizing your repository and pushing all your commits from the Azure DevOps to the GitHub. So when I click on the link here, it will take me to the Azure DevOps. So these is the files that we have in our, so starting from the readme file, so we have everything that has come to the all the commits which I have made. In case if I have any branches, we can even get that as well. So let's do one more thing. Let's create a branch and let's see what happens. So I'm going to create a branch which is going to be develop let me create the branch and let's check. So here I have got the main and here I've got the develop branch. So let's now do a clone, the same process. Let's go back, click on the button here, click on new. Let's click on the import and let me paste the URL again. So now this is going to be main and develop from AZ DevOps, because this is another way to check whether all the branches are imported from your Azure DevOps to the GitHub repo. So now when I click on begin import, let's see what happens. And again, it will ask for your credentials. So let me generate my credentials, come back, paste here, get my password as well, paste it in the private access token, do a submit. So it's now detecting our project version control system, which it is trying to detect for any changes, and it's again importing the commits and the revision history, and for any commits to the GitHub. So now let's open it, and here you can see we have got two branches. One is the main and the other one is the develop branch. So yes, so any branches or any files that you have in your Azure DevOps will be safely migrated to your GitHub. So this is a clear example of how does it work. So I think this video would be very useful to you. So until I meet you in another interesting episode in video, it's bye bye from Asan Shanmugam and Little Sla.